Now, Good Morning Northwest. This is what your drive looks like this morning. Snowy, icy, slick conditions. We're taking you out on the road with live reports.
And part of the reason it's so snowy and slick is we've got active snow we're still tracking this morning. I'll show you where this band of snow is headed next.
And day 2 of the Moses Lake teacher strike. What we're learning about the bargaining deadlock and what the district is doing to help families struggling with childcare while school is out. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Tuesday, December 2nd, and it's a snowy start. Let's get right to meteorologist Matt Gray with our first alert forecast.
Yeah, and in your first alert forecast, we have got snowy conditions all up and down our region here this morning. We're in the upper 20s. We've got snow-covered roads. In fact, a fresh coating of snow after a lot of improvements last night after the snow stopped, but then another round this morning is now slickening things up all over again. Over the last hour, we've seen some pretty heavy snow moving through the I-90 corridor, and so really over the last kind of 45 minutes has been the worst of the snow that we're going to see today around the interstate. Of course, it's going to leave some slick conditions behind across the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. You can see the backside of the snow here now approaching the 5 Mile Prairie area and approaching Rathdrum as well. So now that heavy stuff over Medical Lake, down in the Eagle Ridge neighborhood of the south side of Spokane, south of Liberty Lake. So places like Rockford into the Belgrove area and along the southern shores of Lake Coeur d'Alene. That heavy snow's headed for you. Spangle, you're also about to get the heaviest snow. And some of those roads that were cleared, well, they're going to be covered with a light layer of snow again. And that will continue to make things slick and slippery in the coming hours here. So everybody, 195, Highway 95, I-90, especially over the Idaho mountain passes, you've got to slow down. You've got to take it easy this morning and build some extra time to get where you have to go over the next couple of hours.
All right, Matt, thanks. And we got our first taste of winter here in the inland Northwest last night, and soon many of you will probably be heading out the door for your morning commute.
Yeah, and it's not a very pleasant one. Our Alexandra Conyarts is already out on the road. She's been driving all the way out into North Idaho and coming back, giving us a live look at conditions. Alexandra, you're on I-90 right now.
Yeah, that's correct. We are on westbound I-90 right now, just driving into the Spokane area. We're just around Spokane Valley right now. And like you said, it is quite a hazardous commute, honestly, right now. There's a lot of snow coming down, and it's especially on the side of the highway that you have to watch out. We actually just saw a car that had crashed into the wall on the side of the highway. There were several police cars over there helping them out, but just showing how hazardous those sides are. They are quite slick. So to really make sure that you're being cautious out there and taking it very easy. It is also a lot busier out here already as well. We're seeing a lot of people making their way into Spokane for their morning commutes. So keeping enough distance between the cars in front of you. You can see that right above us, right there, as you see some of those cars and that traffic building up as well. Now, like I said, we are making our way into Spokane, and we hope to give you a better report of what it is looking like inside of some of our local neighborhoods just ahead. For now, reporting live, Alexandra Conyarts, 4 News Now.
All right, can we keep on Alexandra's camera for just a second here? We are hearing about a nasty crash on Argonne, near the Argonne exit, and they're getting ready to come up on it here in just a little bit.
Yeah, it looks, from what we can see, quite a few crews out there. We actually just saw another area that looked like it had a couple emergency vehicles as Alexandra was talking there. But yeah, it's definitely some slick conditions, especially if you're not used to driving in these conditions. It's going to take a little bit getting used to, so that's why we're keep emphasizing slowing down.
Yeah, and you know, I left a few minutes early myself, and I needed every one of those minutes because you really do want to take it slow. Temperatures right around, you know, freezing, so it's slick underneath whatever snow is out there as well. We should be coming up on this crash here in just a little bit. We're hearing about a few crashes along I-90, including what we're reported. A tidbit came in that it might have been a rollover as well. So again, coming up on it on the Argonne exit, westbound Argonne.
Alexandra mentioning as well that she did see a car that slid off in the road, crashing into one of the sidewalls there. So clearly conditions out here again.
Yeah, Alexandra, you're still with us. How's it been for Logan? He's driving. How's it been for him versus you on your drive-in?
Yeah, Logan has been doing a great job. He's been very, very careful, making sure that we're taking our time getting places. But like I was saying, we've got a pretty reliable car. I would say this is a Ford Explorer. And even sometimes, we'd feel those little moments where you're skidding out just a little bit, which I think just goes to show that no matter what car you're driving out there right now, you need to be careful. You need to make sure that you're taking your time, even if you've got those winter tires, because, yeah.
Yeah, Alexander, you can flip it over.
There was so it's the eastbound side there where that crash was. We just drove right past it.
I was going to say, maybe we can have them flip around there and we can see it a little bit better here in just a minute. But yeah, take it slow out there on the roads.
Okay, we'll be checking in with them throughout the morning. Let's get right to Hannah Joy now.
We are following breaking news. There's no school again today in the Moses Lake School District due to the teachers' strike. And this is what it sounded like yesterday when they hit the picket line. Behind all that noise is a stalemate. The Moses Lake Education Association says they're still at the table, but the two sides have not closed the gap on some major issues. The union says last year, when the district faced financial challenges, teachers stepped up. And now they say it's time for the district to show them the same support.
Where we want to be and our goal is to be in our classrooms. That's where we want to be. We want to be with our students, but we also deserve the respect. And so if this is how we have to go about getting it, this is what we're going to do.
Superintendent Carol Lewis says parents can pick up meals at elementary schools between 11 and noon. The city's Park and Rec Department also opened a day camp for kids ages 6 to 12 at the Larson Recreation Center. For the latest on whether the strike will run into a third day, head to KXLY.com. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. The Spokane City Council has passed an ordinance that bans the use of digital algorithms that landlords use to set rent prices. When the ordinance was first introduced, city staff cited claims that the software enables collusion and inflates housing costs. The Tenants Union of Washington State says that these programs maximize landlord profits but create vacancies in buildings because tenants can't pay the rent increases. With the passing of this ordinance, the City Council hopes that it helps address the housing crisis the city faces.
We have an affordability issue here in Spokane. I've heard it time and time again. And we need to deter these types of practices if we are going to make sure that we get people in houses. Housing is a human right.
Councilmember Paul Dillon says the passing of this ordinance makes Spokane the 13th city to do so, and he hopes other cities and states follow suit. The ordinance passed 5-2 with council members Cathcart and Bingle voting no. The city of Spokane is taking its first steps towards banning Kratom.
Now, Kratom is often marketed as a natural supplement with opioid-like effects, but healthcare workers are warning against it because it does not have FDA approval. It comes in many forms, including liquids, pills, capsules, and powders. It's often sold at gas stations, convenience stores, and smoke shops. But a new ordinance may change that. The city's Public Safety Committee is discussing banning the sale of Kratom in Spokane, which would make it the first city in Washington to do so. While the ordinance is still in its early phases, it already has adamant supporters like Cody Chapman, who struggled with Kratom addiction for years.
It's too hard mentally and physically to just stop taking it. I think something that has that great of an effect on a person's body should not be sold at every store.
Chapman began his rehab journey a few years ago, and he said it was the hardest thing he's ever done. Some Kratom users justify using it as a lesser alternative to opioids like fentanyl. Well, we are making spirits bright again this year at Cowley Park.
This is the 10th year that Mark and the 4 News Now Extreme team have worked to make this display happen. Mark and the team worked together with Avista to transform Cowley Park into a winter wonderland, giving the children staying at Sacred Heart Children's Hospital a chance to see some festive lights during the holidays. The project got underway yesterday with Avista stringing lights in the trees. They'll continue to add decorations throughout the week. Then the grand reveal when they turn on all those lights for the season. You can watch it Thursday right here on 4 News Now. That's at 6 o'clock. And it, of course, always looks better with a little snow.
It does. So it's going to be great. It's now 6:09. And meteorologist Matt Gray is busy morning.
Oh, yeah, we're busy. Keep an eye on where that snow is falling because the active snow, right as it's happening and then immediately after, obviously, that slickens up the road a little bit here. We had a clear parking lot at 5 a.m. We have a snowy parking lot here at 6 a.m. or 6:10, I guess you could say right now. Be careful out there on the roads this morning. I'll show you the rest of your day coming up.
And one local ski resort opens tomorrow, but others remain closed, getting a later start to the season. They're planned for opening day coming up.
And a massive winter storm is slamming 22 states from the Midwest to the Northeast. The damage it's causing and how the trickle-down effect could impact you. That's coming up right after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap & Associates.
Some know it as prime rib. Officially, it's called a ribeye roast. We call ours divine. Tender, mouth-watering Hereford beef, aged to perfection for 5 weeks and never frozen. Oven ready and easy. Divine beef ribeye roast, tied and seasoned at your request. Reserve yours now, exclusively at Yoke's Fresh Markets.
Nothing comes easy, whether in the garden or the kitchen. Every meal starts with heart, hustle, and a whole lot of hard work. And your finances should work just as tirelessly as you do. Ascend Checking from P1FCU can earn you 3.5% APY with no monthly fees, no gimmicks, just rewards for the work that you're already doing. Because around here, dividends are for the doers. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2025 inventory. Friday through Sunday. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2025 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
One call, that's all, means we take care of everything after your car wreck.
From dealing with insurance companies to helping you find doctors and repair shops,
Craig Swap & Associates made the whole process so easy.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Match and win on Lucky Number Tuesday this holiday season at Bi-Mart. Match your ending number this Tuesday and you'll win Nature's Truth D3 vitamins. Match your whole number and you'll win a $100 or $250 Bi-Mart gift card. Win and save on Lucky Number Tuesday at Bi-Mart.
4 News Now and BECU are teaming up to welcome in some fun and friendly holiday spirit. Send us a picture of your pet decked out for the holidays, and you could win a $100 gift card to a local pet store courtesy of BECU. Details at KXLY.com/holidaypets.
Very dry, tight, sensitive skin? Relieve it in 60 seconds with Aveeno Skin Relief. With soothing triple oat complex, clinically proven to restore skin's moisture barrier for 72-hour hydration. Aveeno.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:13. We want to get you back out on the roads this morning. We are live tracking conditions.
Yeah, Alexander Konyarts has been driving, and we were talking about a crash that has happened on I-90. Let's get to them with the latest information.
Yeah, good morning. We're right here on westbound I-90, and I want you to take a look at the road. You can see there was a crash right here. We're seeing several emergency vehicles here, and there was a rollover. You saw that car right there on the right side of the road. Like I said, we are on westbound I-90 just around Spokane Valley by the Argonne exit. So quite something to see right there. A reminder that these roads are still very concerning, and to be safe, to be slow, and take our time, like we've been saying all morning, as you make it out there on your morning commutes. From now, reporting live on the road, Alexander Konyarts, 4 News Now.
All right, we'll check in throughout the morning. Thanks so much. Be safe. It's now 6:14. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. More than 1,200 people have been killed by flooding and landslides caused by heavy rain in parts of Asia.
The cyclone-fueled downpours have battered Indonesia, Thailand, and Malaysia in recent days. Sri Lanka was struck by a separate storm, leaving some areas submerged and creating difficult rescue operations. Hundreds more are still missing as crews work to airlift patients and fly critical supplies like oxygen tanks to submerged areas.
Another blast of winter-like weather happening today from the Midwest to the Northeast. Snow and ice causing widespread travel disruptions. At least 22 states are under weather alerts, including New Jersey, where a state of emergency takes effect this morning. 3 to 6 inches of snow are expected across the Ohio Valley. Up to a foot could fall across interior sections of Pennsylvania, New York, and up to Maine.
And we're dealing with plenty of snow of our own. That's still going to continue, especially south of Spokane and Coeur d'Alene across the Palouse region for the rest of this morning. Slow it down, drive carefully, and no sudden movements on the wheel. That'll help you out. For this afternoon, totally different. Peaks of sunshine. Temperatures are still going to be on the cool side, right around freezing for the afternoon. And then for tonight, turning overcast, a dry period of weather for at least a little bit. We'll see some areas of fog by morning.
And while we are finally getting a real taste of winter now, November was a relatively snow-free month.
Yeah, and although Schweitzer Mountain is opening tomorrow, ski season in the inland Northwest is starting later than expected. At this time last year, ski resorts across the inland Northwest were open and packed with skiers enjoying the post-Thanksgiving snow. This year, quiet and empty. Mount Spokane had to push back its start date from December 6th to the 13th, leaving more than 350 seasonal employees without a week of pay.
You're looking for work and you're waiting and asking them to wait another week. That has an impact on our employees.
Jim Van Lobensel's the general manager at Mount Spokane, says it needs about 18 inches of snow to open and have safe conditions for skiers. Today's snowfall makes them hopeful they can reach that goal by December 13th. We'll let you know.
Of course. Good morning, Northwest time right now, 6:16.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth faces serious accusations this morning.
Plus, we will take you back out on the roads. Our crew is now headed east on I-90. We'll have a live report with what they're experiencing just ahead.
David Muir, the most watched newscast in America. And now, ABC's World News Tonight has won the Emmy for Best Live News Program for the third year in a row.
Middle of the ice, Oremba's open, fires a shot, let's go!
Saturday, December 6th at Numerica Veterans Arena. It's the Spokane Chiefs Teddy Bear Toss, presented by Jubilant Hollister Steer and Hollister Steer Allergy. Your Chiefs play Tri-City. Bring your teddy bears and stuffed animals. Throw them on the ice when the Chiefs score their first goal. We'll gather them up for the Spokesman Review Christmas Fund. The Teddy Bear Toss, Saturday, December 6th, presented by Jubilant Hollister Steer and Hollister Steer Allergy. Tickets at SpokaneChiefs.com.
Febreze. I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to working from home, I gotta have every part of my house clean. That means tidying up, then spraying my Febreze Air Mist to leave every room smelling fresh and clean. With that done, it's time to get to work.
The burning, itching, and pain of moderate to severe plaque psoriasis shouldn't hold anyone back. Imagine being a million miles away. With Tremfya, clearer skin is possible across all skin tones. Some people even saw 100% clear skin. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
With depression, it feels like every day you're just going through the motions. But what if you could get your go back?
Go with Auvelity.
Auvelity worked fast. Some saw relief in as early as 1 week. And Auvelity lasted. On average, significant relief was seen at 6 weeks. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in young adults. Tell your doctor about sudden changes to mood, thoughts, or behavior. Don't take Auvelity if you have a history of seizure, eating disorder, or have abruptly stopped drinking alcohol, or taking benzodiazepines, barbiturates, or anti-seizure medicine. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Don't take if you're allergic to dextromethorphan, bupropion, or any of the ingredients in Auvelity. Don't take with MAOIs. High blood pressure, manic episodes, serious eye problems, and dizziness can occur. Report all medicines you take to avoid a life-threatening condition. Don't take Auvelity if you are or may become pregnant. Side effects can include dizziness, headache, diarrhea, feeling sleepy, dry mouth, sexual function problems, and excessive sweating. Ask your provider about Auvelity.
Go with Auvelity.
Christmas Tree Elegance 2025 brings 16 exciting trees worth up to $4,999 December 2nd through 14th at the Davenport Hotel and River Park Square.
We want a tree, and so can you.
4 News Now is brought to you by Horizon Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Extreme Team.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
It is now 6:20. Traffic alert for you this morning. The drive is not great. Let's get another check of road conditions.
We are live here on westbound I-90, excuse me, giving you a live update on exactly how things are going. Right now, it is looking like it is still snowing quite a bit. Some of that snow does seem to be turning into a little bit of rain. Just while we've been on the road here, we've seen several crashes. We just saw a rollover. We also saw somebody else who had run into the wall on the side of the highway. So again, just a reminder to make sure that you are taking your time out there. We're making our way into Spokane right now, and we'll give you a better update of what things are looking like in the city and some of those smaller neighborhoods on the South Hill as well. But as for here on the highway, drivers are taking it slow, which is good. A reminder to keep taking it slow. It is getting more crowded as more people start to make their morning commute. And as always, just take your time out there. For now, reporting live from the road, Alexandra Conyards, 4 News Now.
Alexandra, thanks, and we'll be checking in throughout the morning. I saw something interesting on Twitter yesterday by the Department of Transportation. They said that the speed limit, the 60 mile an hour that's on there, those are for the ideal conditions. So if you're driving in these non-ideal conditions,
not ideal.
Yeah, I would not consider this ideal in any tours. It might be a little obvious, but a good reminder to slow down. And if people are driving slow, don't get mad.
Well, that's why we talk about that. You plan extra time because you are going to probably end up going a little slower.
You should,
and you ought to do it voluntarily. But sometimes the weather will force you to do so. Certainly on some of the hills around our region, that is going to be the case today. Those hills definitely a little slippery with this fresh coating of snow. Speaking of fresh coating of snow, we got a fresh coating of snow here in Moscow this morning. Roads have cleared up a little bit in Colfax, but we have more snow that's headed for the Palouse. And so this part of the inland Northwest, we're going to continue to see snowy conditions throughout the morning hours off and on. The band of snow that was moving through Pullman and Moscow now trying to head south towards the Colton area, and eventually we could see a little bit of snowiness in the LC Valley. There's some snow coming in around Palouse. Let's head further north. This is where the bigger band of stuff is right now, from Rosalia into the Tico area and Plummer. This is going to be the next round that heads south into the Pullman and Moscow area. So folks along Highway 95 in Idaho and Highway 195 in Washington, you are going to be the primary impacted here as we head into the late morning from active snow on the roads that are slickening things up. Speaking of slickening things up, we're starting to see the snow begin to ease up at least a little bit around the Four Lakes exit here, but around Cheney and then down to the Tyler area and then down to Sprague on I-90. We're still seeing that snow coming down pretty good here. Things are starting to ease up at least a little bit between Spokane and Coeur d'Alene on I-90, and will ease up even more here over the next 20-30 minutes or so. And then this is going to be all what's going on the Palouse. Of course, the snow left behind here now has a layer of snow over top of some of the roads here this morning that were cleared up from the snow last night. Temperatures right now are in the upper 20s to right around 30, 31 degrees. Let's look at the road temperatures as well, because that's going to be important. If I can get this going here. Technical difficulties. My apologies. Here we go. So we're in the mid-20s for our road temperatures. So there'll be a little bit of slickness from some of that new snow as it gets compacted down as we go throughout the morning. So it's those hills and those side roads as we head into the late morning commute that I think are going to be the biggest issue here. As once this snow stops, some of those bigger highways, the plows are going to be able to make a better headway on that. And we'll see less and less slick spots as we head through the morning here. So speaking of the morning, we'll have a chance of snow continuing around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene through about 9 o'clock, but significantly less than what we are seeing currently. We'll actually see some sunshine come out for the early to mid-afternoon. And then we're in the clouds and fog for Wednesday, and another system coming in with a mix of rain and snow. It's going to be sloppy on Thursday and Friday.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Here we are, December starting with a bang.
Yeah,
for sure.
Indeed. What a week. It's now 6:24.
Although last night's action on Monday Night Football featured two teams from the East Coast, there was still some high representation of inland Northwest talent that showcased their skills in last night's game. We'll show you the guys with the local ties that made a difference. That's coming up next year in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
It's like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house. Hitting the slopes in a built wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red?
You may be somebody who has chosen drug addiction over your kids. That was me. I did that time and time again for years. You may feel like you hate yourself. You may feel like you can never come back from the things that you've done, but you can. You can Forgive yourself. God forgives you. You can be a good mom. There is a better way of life. You don't have to do this alone.
This is a real person seeking a solution to a real problem.
Hi, fine, how are you?
Welcome to the Good Feet store. How can I help?
I have plantar fasciitis. My knees hurt, my hips hurt.
And then she was fit with Good Feet arch supports.
I don't feel any pain anywhere. Good. Seriously, no pain in my knees, my hips, nothing. This is amazing. I don't want to take them off. It just feels like I'm in heaven. Oh, you're a blessing in disguise.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
You've got a big day, and you need to smell fresh. That's why the all-new Unstoppables gives your clothes a 24-hour non-stop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
Unstoppables fresh. Smell unstoppable.
Trouble with your dishwasher? Don't trust just anyone. Call your local appliance experts at Fred's Appliance. Enjoy big savings on all Bosch appliances, from laundry to refrigerators and more, all in stock and ready to go. Like this Bosch dishwasher. Save up to $300 today. At Fred's Appliance, we have in-stock, get-it-today inventory, so the only dishes you pull out of the dishwasher are clean and in one piece.
The Inland Northwest is a vibrant community, rich in tradition and pride. And Culligan has a long history of providing custom solutions to address the area's water worries, like nitrates, bacteria, and PFAS. Culligan, water you love since 1936.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
It's like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house. Hitting the slopes in a built wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red?
Good morning, I'm Mia Green. Last night, former players from the Inland Northwest made a huge impact for the Patriots in Monday Night Football. Former Coug Kyle Williams, check out this insane grab in the end zone. What a play. A toe-tapping touchdown for Williams, who also had another late in the game. And former Vandal Christian Ellis had a game of his own, led the Patriots in total tackles with 11. You can see that with this massive hit right here that sent Jackson Dart flying. And well, it started quite a bit of commotion on the sidelines too. And in women's hoops, Gonzaga freshman Lauren Whitaker just can't stop collecting hardware. The New Zealand forward has grabbed the West Coast Conference Freshman of the Week award for the second week straight, and this is her third of the season. Whitaker lit up the Coconut Hoops tournament, where she averaged 25 points and 9 boards, including her second career double-double over Marquette. Up next, you can see Whitaker and the Bulldogs in action on Thursday, where they'll host GCU at the McCarthy Athletic Center. Tip-off is set for 6 p.m. Washington State men's basketball has found a new spark plug, and his name is Ace Glass. The true freshman absolutely dominated the Maui Invitational, which helped him earn the West Coast Conference Freshman of the Week honor. He became the Cougs' first weekly honoree since February of 2024, and he didn't just shoot well, he shot lights out. Averaging 27 points a game on the island, earned a spot on the Maui Invitational All-Tournament team, and dropped 40 points on Arizona State, the 6'1" basketball player in the nation this season to eclipse 40 points in a singular game. And that's a wrap on Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Tracy Jewelers.
When you get into a car accident, you may be wondering if you need a lawyer.
Well, if you were injured and it wasn't your fault, you should probably talk to an attorney.
Call Russell and Hill. The advice is free.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling, and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bathfitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bathfitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage.
Give the gift that roars. Coming to Spokane's first Interstate Center this January.
Very dry, tight, sensitive skin? Relieve it in 60 seconds with Aveeno Skin Relief. With soothing triple oat complex, clinically proven to restore skin's moisture barrier for 72-hour hydration. Aveeno.
When you get into a car accident, you may be wondering if you need a lawyer.
Well, if you were injured and it wasn't your fault, you should probably talk to an attorney.
Call Russell and Hill. The advice is free.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Tuesday, December 2nd. And if you've taken a look outside, well, you'll see that winter has definitely arrived here in the inland Northwest.
Yeah, Alexandra Conyards is live driving around this morning, giving you what you need to know as you head up for your morning drive. Alexandra, how are things looking now?
Robin, things are looking a lot better than they were just a little bit ago. Looks like the snow has calmed down. We are in downtown Spokane right now, driving on 3rd Avenue. So we were just on I-90, though, where things were looking quite a bit different. The snow was coming down, the visibility was tough, and we saw a couple of crashes out there as well. We saw one car that had a rollover happen. There were several law enforcement cars helping them as well as they were dealing with that. As for here in our downtown, though, we're seeing several inches. You can see that crash right now on your screen that we were just mentioning earlier. It was just there on eastbound I-90 by Argonne. Now, as for here in our downtown, you can see there are several inches on the ground. Even on the road, we're seeing some of those inches still there from that snowfall that we just experienced a little bit ago. And a lot of people are out there on their morning commute. So make sure that you are staying safe out there. Make sure that you are giving yourself enough time. I heard Robin mention that a little bit earlier in the show, giving yourself those extra minutes to make sure that you have all the time you need to get wherever you go and you're not in a rush. And of course, taking it slow out there. We are also experiencing some of that, the slush out there, but then also some of those slicker conditions on the road. So overall, just again, a reminder to take your time as you are making it out the door. For now, reporting live from the road, Alexandra Conyards, 4 News Now.
Thanks so much, Alexandra. Let's get over to meteorologist Matt Gray with a look at that first alert forecast. Matt, you can just see how much snow has fallen on those cars in the lot that Alexandra passed on there.
Yeah, exactly. So we have had a big burst of snow here during this kind of 5:30 to 6:30 time frame in the Spokane area, and that has begun to leave the greater Spokane area and around Coeur d'Alene as well, where we have seen that snow coming down here for this early part of the morning drive. This is all going to be tracking across the Palouse as we head into the later parts of this morning. Places like Ritzville also about to see a little bit of snow. And so any clearing that was done overnight by road crews, now you're going to see another thin layer of snow go on top of that. And this is stacked up really quickly. So we're just starting to see things begin to ease up, or we still got a couple more minutes around Medical Lake and Cheney, for example. Some light snow still falling in Coeur d'Alene. And as I mentioned, all this continuing to its track to the south here. So for the Palouse region, where we've been seeing snow and snow-covered roads off and on throughout the morning, a winter weather advisory will continue through 11 a.m. for these areas as we continue to see those bands of snow track from north to south across these parts of the region. So folks traveling on Highway 195, Highway 95, you're traveling around the St. Mary's area as well, and parts of the Silver Valley, you are going to see some of those slick conditions. Let's take a look at the rest of your morning around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Temperatures in the upper 20s and low 30s. Our snow chances gradually fading away here as we head between now and 9 a.m.
We are following breaking news. We are not the only ones experiencing a first taste of winter. Right now, at least 22 states are under weather alerts. Travel will be rough in the Northeast with a mix of snow and rain. Later today, some spots like Ohio and Pittsburgh could see 2 to 5 inches. Down in Oklahoma, the ice and rain mix has caused more than 350 crashes and at least 3 deaths. Air travel is also feeling the impact as well, with thousands of delays and cancellations post-Thanksgiving.
I'm trying to leave since Saturday, but all flights were canceled.
At Spokane International Airport, things are running smoothly so far. No delays or cancellations. But over at SeaTac, there are 48 delays and 3 cancellations. Meanwhile, the storm could dump a foot of snow across New York and up to Maine, while rain to big cities like D.C. and Boston. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. The Spokane Transit Authority is launching a pilot program offering $1 fares for low-income residents. That's half off the standard fare. STA says this program will run for up to 2 years or until a $1.14 million funding cap is reached. To qualify, a person must have an income at or below 200% of the federal poverty level and be enrolled in Washington's basic food program. To learn how to apply for the program, you can find this story on KXLY.com.
Well, lawmakers in Washington are moving to regulate automated license plate readers. These devices capture and store vehicle data, but concerns have risen over federal immigration authorities accessing this information without clear permission. The new legislation plans to limit how long data is kept and restrict sharing between agencies without warrants. Lawmakers hope to introduce this bill when the legislative session begins in January. Well, Santa Claus will be trading his sleigh for a fire truck this weekend.
Yeah, he will make his rounds through Meade and Colbert neighborhoods. As Santa drives by, children will be able to wave and say hi as he passes out candy canes. Santa will start in the Station 49 neighborhood Friday before moving toward Station 44 on Sunday. Families should listen for sirens announcing Santa's arrival. The fire department encourages you to come outside and see him while staying on your sidewalks or in your yard for safety purposes.
Yeah, I gotta make sure everyone's safe.
Exactly.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:36.
With one bit of school information, Riverside School District running 2 hours late schools and buses because of the snow.
The snow, which, boy, over the last kind of hour and a half, really was coming down in the I-90 corridor. It's easing up, but we still have some activity, especially as you head west of Spokane, down I-90, places around the West Plains, like you see here, seeing some of that snow, and a lot of snow-covered roads with fresh snow on top of what we saw yesterday around the region. Drive safely out there. I'll take you through the rest of your day to help you plan things out after this.
6% of travelers still don't have acceptable ID to fly domestically. The TSA creates a backup plan, but it comes with a price tag. The new rules you'll need to know just ahead.
Plus, the Christmas Tree Elegance opens today in Spokane. 13 days of spectacular displays that you could enter to win. We got a preview of some of the festive fun. It's coming up next. And before we go to a break, here's a first look of what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, one-on-one with Miss Universe.
When the crown is placed on your head, what was that like for you?
This year's Miss Universe pageant served up plenty of drama and intrigue, from Miss Jamaica literally tumbling off the stage to the viral walkout led by Miss Mexico, Fatima Bosch, after standing up to a pageant official who called her a dumbhead.
If you follow the order from your national director, you are dumbhead.
Bosch sat down with ABC News for her first interview since her win to set the record straight.
A lot of people online felt you were standing up to a bully.
Yeah, and I couldn't stay quiet because in every case, your dignity is more important than any prize.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more of our interview with Miss Universe. With your GMA First Look, I'm Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
Your mental health is better. But having uncontrollable body movements called TD, tardive dyskinesia, can feel embarrassing.
I asked my doctor about treating my TD with Ingrezza.
#1 prescribed Ingrezza reduced TD movements by greater than 10 times, with most seeing a response as early as 2 weeks. And you can keep taking most mental health meds.
Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden behavior or mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swelling and hives, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart rhythm problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating a car or dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble with moving or balance may occur.
Taking control starts with asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Post Falls ER and Hospital open 24/7, providing premium emergency department care without the wait. From your child sports injury to urgent ambulance visits, Post Falls ER features low wait times, efficient procedures, and compassionate care. Plus, we provide state-of-the-art imaging, inpatient care, and accept all commercial insurances. Because in an emergency, every second counts and every life matters. Post Falls ER and Hospital, State Line near Cabela's, minutes away, hours faster.
Escape to Mistaqua Casino Hotel, just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Enjoy the region's only non-smoking casino, featuring exciting ways to win, delicious food options, and a beautiful hotel to book your next getaway. Relax, rejuvenate, and discover more fun with our hotel amenities, including a sparkling pool, modern fitness center, and a convenient ski locker room designed for guests heading to the slopes. Plan your perfect staycation and book today at Mistaqua.com.
When you're at a car wreck, we're not just here to fight for you. We're here as a family. At Craig Swamp & Associates, we treat every client like one of our own.
We're not just a business. We're a family.
When I reached out to Craig Swamp & Associates, it felt like I was talking to family. They got started right away. They made sure I received everything I was owed.
Call Craig Swamp & Associates and let us show you what it means to be treated like family. Just one call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Save thousands on the new Revolutionary Swim Spa at a one-time sale. Friday through Sunday. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation and one day only. New 2025 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Need a new garage door?
Sorry.
Give us a call today.
4 News Now anchor team, not just in the newsroom, but in the community. We're doing the work, listening to you, asking questions, and getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe. It's what we mean when we say, expect more on 4 News Now.
It is now 6:42. The TSA finally set the date. You must have a Real ID option to fly domestically in the U.S. The Real ID law was signed more than 20 years ago, but implementation and enforcement began this May. Currently, more than 94% of travelers use acceptable forms of identification. The TSA has announced a new option for travelers trying to fly without the Real ID.
The new option is called TSA Confirm ID. It's an alternative ID that will cost $45. After it's purchased, it's available for a 10-day travel period. It would temporarily serve as an official identification for those without a Real ID. TSA is also proposing an $18 fee for any travelers trying to pass through airport checkpoints without a Real ID. TSA Confirm ID will go on sale February 1st of next year.
And now it's time to plan your day out on the roads. It is going to be snowy. Watch for slick spots here as we head through this morning. That snow going to be coming down around the Palouse region through the morning hours. For this afternoon, a few peaks of sunshine here as we go into a little break period between active weather. That continues tonight. We'll turn overcast and see areas of fog by morning.
Well, after 11 months of planning, the 43rd annual Christmas Tree Elegance is back.
Yeah, the 13-day event benefits the Spokane Symphony and showcases amazing Christmas tree displays you can enter to win. Here is a preview of a couple of trees you can check out. The Candyland tree with this Volkswagen Cabana van is at the Davenport, while a Talk to the Animals display can be seen at River Park Square. The event begins today. It runs through December 14th. We will show you many more of the festive trees and let you know how you can enter to win. Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, hoping to be there live at the Davenport.
So many amazing trees to see.
It's really cool. It's now 6:44.
Well, you're going to want to give yourself a little extra time on the roads this morning.
Yeah, here is a live look at current conditions. This on Regal Avenue. We have a live update for you right after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Donnie, the advocates excel in car, truck, and motorcycle cases, resulting in millions of dollars for our clients.
That makes me sad.
Sad? Why sad?
Just thinking about the ones that don't bring their cases to us.
Oh, that is sad.
Big adventures? The Nissan Pathfinder Coeur d'Alene Nissan is built for it. With room for up to 8, everyone fits without the squeeze. And it's not just power, it's towing power. With a robust 9-speed transmission and up to 6,000 pounds of towing capacity, it's ready for your boat, your trailer, and the weekend. The new Pathfinder's here, and it's ready to go where memories are made. Take a test drive just off Highway 95, Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
This holiday season, you can count on Fred Meyer. You get up high quality and down low prices. Up high quality with our exclusive brands and down low prices on all your holiday needs. Because at Fred Meyer, quality and low prices always come together. Fred Meyer. Fresh for everyone.
Find the perfect gift for your wine lover during our 12 days of gifting.
A new special every day. Visit us in-store or online.
Come in to Lake Tuck Creek today. Sip, shop, and ship most anywhere in the USA. Cheers.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
The Advocates are a team of dedicated
Personal injury lawyers who
are prepared to go to trial.
So getting the maximum recovery amount
is
is
the reason we never back down.
So when you're injured,
call the Advocates.
wow. It's like we finished
Each other's sentences.
4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:47. We're taking a live look from our Skycam this morning. You can see some private plows are getting in this snow out of parking lots there this morning. Quite
a lot
a few.
of them are working this morning, and for good reason. It's we got a little bit of snow, not a ton, a little bit of snow, but it is definitely impacting your drive. Let's go right to Alexandra Conyards is live on the roads, checking out conditions. You've been driving all over the place. Now you're heading up the South Hill.
Yeah, that's correct. We are on Regal right now, and it is quite a snow-covered commute for drivers all across the inland Northwest today. We were in North Idaho earlier. We saw snow just pounding down over there, and then we saw that all across I-90. Luckily, the snow seems to have calmed down, but there is still several inches on the ground here, and it's quite different from what we've been seeing for the rest of November, so quite a way to start the December month. I would say a bit of a winter awakening for us here in the inland Northwest. And what we've been noticing mainly is, yes, the roads are slick. There's several parts where you might think that things are okay, but then out of nowhere, you might be caught by surprise by an icy spot or some slick conditions. So just really a reminder to take your time, be safe, and drive as slowly as you need to make sure that you are in control of your car. For now, reporting live, Alexandra Conyards, 4 News Now.
All right, thanks. And I'm actually looking at a live camera right now. I-90, Sullivan Road, massive backups right now on I-90 right now because of a crash. So if you're heading that way, again, we've been saying it all morning, extra time.
And just one bit of school closure information, it's not even a closure, it's a delay. Riverside, 2-hour delay. Everybody else on schedule.
Take it slow, and you will get there. I promise.
You will. And you'll get there safely.
Yes,
That's the most important thing.
Okay, so we had fresh snow here over the last kind of couple of hours. Now that's going to get compacted down by the cars moving around here as we get our morning commute into the kind of the busiest time here this morning. And that is going to lead to more slick spots. You can pack that snow. It starts to get a little icy. So that's what we got to watch out for this morning. We're in the 20s in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Still a little bit of light snow out there, but it is considerably less snowy than it was earlier this morning, so that is good. Talking about that compaction of that light snow, especially on those side roads and on the hills here around our region. We're going to see those road temperatures in the mid-20s where they are right now, and so that's going to definitely help things out. So watch for those slick spots. Go slower than you think you need to this morning, even though it was just a little bit of light snow, and the numbers of how many inches we got, I think, are not going to be all that impressive since this was pretty fast moving. Now, speaking of fast moving, let's show you where this band of snow is headed now, as it is pulling away from the Spokane area pretty quickly here. So folks around Fairfield, Tico, Plummer, St. Mary's, Rosalia, Sprague, and then into the Ritzville area pretty shortly. You are about to see your heaviest snow of the rest of this morning, as this is the last big band that's going to come down as we get through the next couple of hours here. So this is all going to be sweeping in towards Oakdale, Garfield, back into the Colfax area. Another round of snow is coming for you, and the same goes for folks down in Pullman and Moscow. So really, for Highway 195 and Highway 95, we're expecting active snowfall for the rest of this morning drive, and you got to look out for those icy patches, especially after that fresh layer of snow gets compacted on top of things. Continue to drive cautiously, even though the snow is ending, especially on the bigger roads such as I-90. There's going to be improvement as those plows get to work and they can not have active snow kind of undoing some of that work at the same time. Still, you're going to see some patchy slick spots here, so just be careful this morning. We got to get back into winter driving mode. Speaking of driving mode, well, we're going to continue to see a snowy periods through the late morning around the LC Valley as well. Could see a little winter mix come in. Then for the morning, after a little bit of sun this afternoon, that's going to be nice. We see cloudy skies, fog as well, so it's likely going to be a gloomy Wednesday around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene with sun in central Washington. Our next system is going to be coming in. A winter mix in eastern Washington. Snow up in the North Country here for the start of Thursday. Plenty to track here. I'll keep you updated as we head through the next couple of days. But for now, we'll send you off to a break and then the morning sprint with the headlines you need to know on this Tuesday.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Summit Cancer Center. 4 News Now and BECU are teaming up to welcome in some fun and friendly holiday spirit. Send us a picture of your pet decked out for the holidays, and you could win a $100 gift card to a local pet store courtesy of BECU. Details at KXLY.com/holidaypets.
Jen loved her Gain flings. Then Brad showed up with Gain rinse and beads. When they mixed their scents, they discovered they were scent mates. Smells like it's gonna last. Mix, match, more happy with Gain.
When it comes to taking care of your car, trust the family-owned service department that puts you first. At Coeur d'Alene Honda, we don't just fix cars, we keep your family safe on the road. With no hidden fees or surprise charges, you'll always know exactly what you're paying for. And with us, you only pay a 6% tax on parts, never on labor. Come to Coeur d'Alene Honda, where quality service meets honest pricing every time. Call us to schedule an appointment today.
Tylenol is the #1 doctor-recommended brand of pain reliever. It's backed by decades of rigorous, credible research. From doctors, nurses, and pharmacists to moms, dads, and caregivers, they have all put their trust in Tylenol.
We meet again, Mr. Kringle.
Seriously?
Go on, say it.
I just want to apologize, for kidnapping you last year.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, it's overdue. In fact, I'm surprised you brought me anything this year.
Well, that's what I do.
Naughty, naughty. I suppose I deserve that.
You think?
Hey, can I?
No, you can't keep the little guy.
I am born to do this. I am an American bucking bull. And this is my sport. January 9th and 10th in Spokane Arena. Get your tickets for PDR Spokane now. It's bull time.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:54, and as the snow moves in, here's what you need to know to start your Tuesday in the morning sprint. Wintry weather is impacting your day. Meteorologist Matt Gray is tracking it all.
And no classes again today in Moses Lake as the teachers' strike continues. Hannah Joy is breaking down what both sides are saying in negotiations.
But we're starting with a traffic alert on westbound I-90 this morning. Quite a few crashes, spin-outs, rollovers. This is a backup right now near the Sullivan exit. You can see the crash over on the left-hand lane there. We have a crew on our way to let you know the latest throughout the morning here on Good Morning Northwest.
And that crew, Alexander Conyards, is on the roads, has been all morning. What are you seeing right now?
Right now we are on Cook Street on the South Hill, and as you can see, it is a very wintry day here in Spokane, just a snow-covered neighborhood here on the South Hill, and this is what we've been seeing all across the inland Northwest all morning as drivers make their way in for the morning commute. And again, just a reminder to make sure you're taking it slow out there, taking your time, giving yourself enough time to make it to wherever you got to go, and also enough space with other drivers around you. Now, like we said, we are on our way right now to that crash on westbound I-90, and we'll give you all the updates on that in just a little bit.
Yeah, everybody needs to be in winter driving mode this morning and take it easy out there. We've got active snow that just came through the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, now moving through St. Mary's and Rosalia. It's headed to Pullman, Moscow, and around the LC Valley later on this morning. But we are done for the snow, at least the heavy stuff, around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene for today. We'll keep a slight chance of snow through the end of the morning commute, then gradually seeing those chances fade away. Temperatures will be in the 30s for this afternoon. We'll even see a little bit of sun trying to come out with foggy weather expected tonight.
A motorcade with President Donald Trump's special envoy Steve Witkoff and Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner was seen in central Moscow today. Witkoff and Kushner were due to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin for talks on a possible way to end the war in Ukraine. For details on the outcome of that meeting, make sure to tune in to Good Morning America.
We are following breaking news. There's no school again today in the Moses Lake School District due to the teacher strike. The Moses Lake Education Association says they're still at the table, but the two sides have not closed the gap on some major issues. The union says last year, when the district faced financial challenges, teachers stepped up. And now they say it's time for the district to show them the same support. Superintendent Carol Lewis says parents can pick up meals at elementary schools between 11 and noon. The city, parks, and rec department also opened a day camp for kids ages 6 to 12 at the Larson Recreation Center. For the latest on whether the strike will run into a third day, head to KXLY.com.
We are making spirits bright again this year at Cowley Park. It's the 10th year Mark Peterson and the 4 News Now Extreme team have worked to make this display happen. You can watch the grand reveal when they'll turn on all those lights for the season this Thursday at 4 on 4 News Now at 6 o'clock.
And the 43rd Annual Christmas Tree Elegance is back. The 13-day event benefits the Spokane Symphony and showcases some amazing Christmas trees display that you can win. The event begins today and runs through December 14th, and we'll have a look at it tomorrow morning here on Good Morning Northwest.
At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
You're busy, so at Car Wash Plaza, we're open 24/7 to match your schedule. Plus, we have safety surveillance lights and security cameras throughout the facility. It's easy with multiple payment options, cash, debit, or credit. There's even more reasons to visit our Car Wash Plaza. Our discount cars ensure major savings, and they're good at all our locations.
Car Wash Plaza, it's the best in the Northwest.
It's mesmerizing. Cleaning that greasy mess with Dawn Platinum.
And not even scrubbing.
Well, fluff my feathers. It cuts through the slimy stuff better than their old dish soap, removing 99% of grease. That's why only Dawn is trusted to save wildlife.
No matter where you go, you are going to run into snowy roads, and with some fresh snow falling just within the last couple of hours, that's going to keep things a little slick around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Please be careful out there this morning. Build in that extra time to get to your destination for the morning commute. We're going to see foggy weather and cloudy skies on Wednesday, and should see a little sunshine pop out later today as our snow chances are decreasing rapidly over the next couple of hours. We've got a sloppy system coming in for Thursday and Friday of this week.
Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, stick around throughout GMA. We'll bring you live local updates and be safe as you head out this morning. We'll see you a little bit later.